Hey folks, it's me, Hyena Girl 64, and it's time for High Strategy. Folks, we're going to be today, as you can see, I'm kind of proud of these special effects I'm adding in, so allow me to experience them for a moment. Let me try this one. Fake Nation. Alright. I even taped a little hyena up here to look at so that I can remember to talk to you instead of looking at my microphone over here. Watch me getting all professional, y'all. So anyway, this is Hyena Girl 64. Hey, Flair. You might show up later. I think, well, we can check. Let's check it. Did you show up in the chat? Is it working? Because this thing is supposed to allow me to show Twitch IRC chat for my channel, but I'm not sure, what's going on. Can you try typing something, Flair? No, it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, there we go. What the hell? Technical difficulties, friends. Oh my. Oh well. We don't want that to happen. We want no animation at all. Mal, put something in. Type something else. Come on, Flair, you can do it. There we go. That's what we expect. Other assorted snow leopard sounds. That is what we want. We don't want it scrolling on by below me, like... Oh god, my show's getting surreal. Okay, well, we're going to be playing, as you can see, Europa Universalis 4. Let me boot up the game here, and let's see if that works. Since I'm screwing with some things, make sure you all can see enough of it. Sorry for these in-chat edits. I suppose this is going to become a bit of a tradition. This is fine for this screen, but for other screens it may be a problem. So let's expand that a little bit at the risk of covering more things. Let's see how that looks on the stream. Yeah, that's fine. That's more than fine. Maybe I can add some opacity to myself as well. That could help. Layout, color, effects, layout. Where's opacity? Can I do opacity? I think here it is. I'm not seeing any effects. Oh, I have the wrong thing selected. That would be why. Yeah, the problem is, the font flare, the font size in this game... Okay, I need to have impact be your name and Comic Sans be the way you type. Let me just be really OCD here for a second and just continue screwing with the effects live on TV. Just because, I mean, this is, at least it's entertaining. Points to be entertaining. Let's entertain. Alright, I'm gonna entertain you. I'm going to entertain you by finding Comic Sans, putting it on here, and then you viewers should be an impact. Like, if I'm going to be ironic about my fonts, I might as well pick the right font. Jesus. Yeah, the problem is this game's UI, as you say, is very complicated, and it's very hard to see. There is no way, as far as I'm aware, to resize the text in the game. I know this because, I like playing downstairs on the TV sometimes in front of my partners, and that doesn't work with Europa Universalis, because you can't resize the fonts. What I can do is make the game window a bit larger, and then put this thing behind it. And let's have it go behind the game. So when the game's up, it'll get covered. It'll still kind of be there, looking fancy. And then we have opacity with the stream, so you can still mostly see what's going on. And I can't get myself more opaque, unfortunately. So where am I going to go? on the screen. I guess it could be smaller. And centered. There we go. Yep. So now you're watching surreal inline edits on the show. This is still better than what we had. Let's go forward. Let's continue our game as the Kingdom of Bunyoro Kitara here. Yeah, so I added Flare, by the way, after you were last on. Is when I decided to finally... Okay, cool. As long as that video size is fine. I get worried about how much video to give myself. Like, am I giving myself too much? Am I giving myself too little? Sorry, I don't follow now. I don't follow, Flare. I was just gonna say, real quick, while you're typing that out, that, who's this Emperor of Mankind looking motherfucker over here? Okay, anyway, distracting, what the hell? After the last chat, I realized the audience had no way of seeing what Flare said, so now you can see what people say in the chat. As long as we only have a few people commenting, I think that's great to do it. I'd apologize the font, but that is exactly the font I chose to go with. Now. Yeah, no, I figured. I'm still getting the hang of things. We shall see. So my game's below, the yin's above, hi yin, by which I mean hi audience, which I can now check later to make sure that I actually am looking at the right place when I look at the yin's face. Don't need to tell me if it's fine, by the way. So let's go forward. Now, what we decided to do in this game... Oh my god, this game's hilarious. Okay, let's go over a brief history of this game. I know that there's some file here that's like... No, we want that. That, like, we can look at a ledger, we can look at history. Alright, let's look at history a little bit and remember what happened in this game. So, the unsuccessful Bunyoro-Nakorian War of Honor, because we declared war on them because it was a matter of honor. It lasted for 1 year. The war was practically decided when Rumeza Abishambo fought Ruhaga Songoro in the Battle of Bunyoro. About 10,000 Bunyoran soldiers suffered some losses while fighting the 11,000 Nakorian soldiers while fighting. Omukama Rikidu battled in the minor Bunyoran conquest of Buganda, and our armies were successful. Historians talk about how this is what was done by Omukama Rikidu. So this is when Rikidu was alive. He ruled for 10 years, from January 1444 to April of 1464. Omukama Rikidu battled in the Mino Bunyoran conquest of Buganda, and our armies were successful. Historians talk about how the Bunyoran fought the Bugandan in the Battle of Buganda, led by the Bunyoran Nyamakatura Biranga. Suffered some losses fighting the 6,000 men strong Bugandan army, led by Mutesi Lugave, who lost most of their forces. On the 1st of September 1452, the faithful of Langos spurned the path of righteousness and converted to fetishist. Rikidu wisely did introduce vision quests. Rikidu decided to encourage divination. Rikidu decided to religious sacrifices. He just decided to religious sacrifices, though, so it was very important. In the reign of Rikidu, we moved our capital to Bunyoro. During his reign, the provinces of Buganda were gained. So we gained this province, which we fought with in a couple of wars. Okay. For 10 years, under Nyalak, our senior nobles showed their devotion to our nation by volunteering their services for a regency council during the minority of our monarchs. So our monarch was too young to rule. And then from 1472 to 1513, a period of about 39 years, Nyabongo the First reigned, and we can remember these times because these are the times when we unified our culture. Nyabongo was a very good Omukama. The triumphant Banyoran conquest of Busoga lasted for 2 years. The war was practically decided when Kigeli Abungura fought Suuna Kiziba in the Battle of Nakoma. 16,759 Buhan soldiers were almost unscathed while fighting the 2,463 Karagwan soldiers, and they lost most of their forces. Omukama Nyabongo the First campaign in the short Banyoran conquest of Naikor, and our armies were triumphant, so he mopped up Naikor. An important event of the war was the Battle of Naikor, where the Banyoran forces, led by Oyo Niiba Atikok, attacked Kigeli Abungura and his Rwandan forces. The 11,000 men strong Banyoran army suffered some losses, and the 9,000 Rwandan defenders suffered some losses. The unsuccessful, some losses. Just, we don't know how many, even though the game should totally know. Some losses. Though, I guess, to make it sound like a real history, they decided to disguise the fact that they actually know how many losses they had, so it sounds more like a historian. The unsuccessful Kazemben conquest of Kusu lasted 3 years. The most decisive battle of the war was when 7,000 men, led by Yakan Mabala Yola, suffered some losses attacking the 11,000 strongmen Banyoran army, led by Oyo Niba Atikok, who suffered just a few losses. The brutal Banyoran conquest of Karagwe, oh god, ended after 3 years, resulting in conquest. An important event of the war was the Battle of Bafuriru. It's brutal because we just pillaged them, where the Rwandan forces led by Oyo Niba Atikok, again, that's the same guy who was leading the Rwandan forces in the last war, attacked Maziga Songoro and his Buhan forces. The 22,000 men-strong Rwandan army were almost unscathed, and the 8,000 Buhan defenders suffered some more losses. So those were allies. During his reign, the provinces of Shaga, Buzinza, Busuga, Karagwe, Nakor, Nadugu, Bafuriu, Bushubi, and Nakoma, which was part of Rwanda, were gained. So we ended up, that was where we did, like, we instant betrayed them, I think, was that brutal war, and then we just took over the rest of the area. So that was, to sum it up, Nyabongo the First. Now, I'm not going to go in detail through all the history. The bloody Banyoran reconquest of Luba. So these were, the unsuccessful Banyoran-Congolese war lasted 3 years. We got the better of it, but it was not great. The unsuccessful Kazemben reconquest of Kanongesha lasted 2 years. The brief Banyoran reconquest of Munene ended after 2 years, resulting in success. The feudal monarchy was the concept of feudal monarchy was instituted by Nyamutukuro I during his 42-year reign. He reformed the government. He did a lot of internal things. The Masava, having showed their loyalty time and time again, were accepted as full partners in the Mighty Nation. Lula, having showed their loyalty, were accepted as full partners. A whole bunch of provinces were gained. And he was so good that he named his son after himself. His son was named after him as Nyamatakura II. He had a short reign. He conquered Nagoyo, which was a huge thing. I think he also converted us to Christianity. So we're currently under Olimi the First, who is nearly 49 years old. Like he could die at any time. Oh, where the heck is the guy? Oh yeah, that was when he was born. Where's that guy that we got? Natari the First. The humiliation Banyoran the Noble Republic was generally instituted by Winnie the First. So we've now become a Noble Republic. We're very corrupt because what we decided to do, we ended up in a really terrible war with Kilwa. We lost administrative monarchy because we're a Noble Republic now. Yeah, we got completely humiliated by the Kilwan army here. after years and years and years, because we were so technologically far behind that they just, despite us outnumbering them, they crushed us. We outnumbered them, we had a really professional army, but regardless, it says we can now invest in an idea. Oh, we haven't unlocked scientific infantry. No, we need the next level of infantry, so we can stand a fighting chance against these guys. Yeah, and they're gearing up for war. They smell blood in the water. I mean, we can't even afford to maintain our entire military right now. And we're basically just printing money to solve our problems. We're in a very tenuous place. Y'all, we're even losing money with the army that we have. Well, granted, we are still trying to rebuild it slightly. Excuse me. We invest in the naval force with the discovery of the New World, colonial adventures. No, we're investing in because we need technology costs to go down. We're not colonizing anything. We're short on cash. We're short on funds. We expanded too fast. We just lost an area that we spent a lot of blood, sweat, and tears conquering and colonizing and doing all this stuff, and now we lost it all to Kilwa because we were too far behind in technology, so it didn't matter in the end. So we're going to let this army go up to full and see what happens to our treasury. Why were they low? I guess because they were in a low supply province, huh? There's 30,000 of them? Huh. We'll let them rebuild and then we'll get drilling. That gives them even more damage. Yeah, our army also wasn't well drilled. We were a very professional army, but because of all our colonial adventures and a bunch of wars we were in and stuff, we ended up in this really bad place in terms of technology, and also we kept losing people and ending up with poorly drilled armies. So yes. Now, we can't invest more in military until everybody else catches up. So the next thing we're taking is Gallius and scientific experimentation. And we can finally get that really good looking trade station. Ooh, we're gonna get another kind of cannon. Yeah, the next time we level up is 23. And they're not at 23 either. So now we have the same kind of units they have, at least. We're not that far behind. But pretty soon, you know. Okay. African warriors from the West armed with muskets and possessing rather good defensive and offensive tactics. African warriors from the South armed with muskets and possessing rather good offensive tactics. Defensive tactics. So we want attrition. I think we're gonna go with the Central African Musketeers because they're really good. They don't have necessarily the best morale, but they have better morale than South African muskets. I want these sorts of fighters. Central African fighters in their military. Now they're going to start drilling with their better technology here. And we're going to get our professionalism back up so that drilling's even more effective. Yeah, once we have 20 in the spy network, we're going to go ahead and... Okay, now we're getting money again. Cool. But we need the money to actually do things. They're disloyal estates in our country. The nobility are disloyal. So my plan, to some extent... I guess I'll have to give them the additional influence. I don't have a choice. I need them to get more loyal. That's great. We're going to have to let the nobility get more powerful. We're in Merchant Republic right now. Increase their loyalty by 1%. That's the amount of influence they get from everything. So let's give them some of the least influential land we have. Let's something else that's not very influential. You're not very influential. They expect to have 40%. Jeez. They expect to have 40% of the land. Well, okay. Alright then. Give you more of the land. Give you more of the good land, even. I spent all that time lowering autonomy, but, you know, it wasn't worth it at all. It's better to let it lower naturally than to lower it manually. I think that was a major mistake I made, actually, was lowering autonomy by fiat instead of letting it happen on its own. Cool. You still don't have enough land, though. Jesus. Well, let's give you some more poor land. Some more underdeveloped land. Give you the coast. At least you're loyal now. I mean, we're already in a crisis. You already control the country. We already don't get to be an administrative monarchy. Alright, so, sorry, I thought I heard something. Been having that a lot lately. Here, Nikor. There are you. You're still not happy? Come on. Don't, oh. Fine. Giving half the country over to the nobility here. Well, okay, are you happy now? Great. Now we just need to figure out how to lower their influence. Somehow, after they control half the country. It'd actually make the country better off. We're going to get a lot of manpower. Yeah, I don't care about inflation, I think. I might care about inflation by now. I keep hitting the debase currency button. Yeah, our inflation's really under control. We can debase the currency more. So, I figure I don't want to get any higher than 50% corruption. People online were saying 50% corruption means because the thing you're worried about is autonomy. Because if you're already giving up on power costs, you already know you're giving up on your spy network's abilities. You're either trying to reduce unrest via corruption, via paying people off, or you are trying to do what I'm doing, which is get a ton of money to develop the country really fast, even if you have to do it a little unethically. So to wit, I don't care about this until at this point, my corruption is bad enough that I don't care about it until it's at 50%. But once it starts going over 50, that's a problem because now our autonomy is higher than the estates make it. Because giving the nobility all this territory just hurt our tax base, and it hurt regional autonomy. Our parts of our country are a lot more autonomous now. Like, big changes are happening. We already don't have any absolutism. What I want now is money to build factories, manufactories, and just various kinds of buildings that are going to aid us in trying to stay alive at this point. Because we're kind of having to come back from the edge here a bit. Yeah, how much... yeah, okay. -5 is the best you can get. You can go up to plus 0.42. Albeit, I have to go to riskier places and riskier places to do this. Local shipbuilding time and local repair could go up. I'll build that later. Okay. Marketplaces would be good to build as well. A lot of this land hasn't been very well developed. Like, look at... some of this can go up to 1.5? Where's the 1.5 province? Right there. Like, that's pretty good for local trade power. That's a significant jump. But the manufactories are spreading institutions, and they're very expensive. It's hard for me to save money in this game beyond a certain point. Now, Karagwe, where are you? So, 0.42, the next one is 0.38. I'm guessing that's over here again. Yeah, that's on our borders. A lot of the manufactories are now in our border provinces. We're kind of looking like Alsace-Lorraine here, a bit. I'd love to get this. Local goods produced will go up. Oh yeah, and manufacturers also increase the amount of local goods you produce, which can get a lot of money in a trade node. So even if it's only increasing, the trade value will go up by 3.45, even though it's only going to add a little bit of extra cash. So these places are really good. So we're going to actually build one in Bonnie, just because that'll make it produce more dyes, which is a more expensive good. And all of this is making the Ivory Coast more profitable. It's going to make everything more profitable. Like, look at how much money they're extracting from it. But we really need to make Congo more, because we're still only making like 3 over here because there's just so much competition from the Europeans. Mostly because I'm behind in tech. If I got up in, well, and also some of these Europeans just have natural modifiers to the trade abilities. We might want to take trade ideas as our next idea group. In fact, let's look at idea groups now. So there's a few groups we could do. We go for naval ideas. Get us a really good kick-ass navy. But I'm not really that into it. This would make our military better, but we already have aristocratic ideas, which we haven't completed yet. We could go with innovative, but it feels a little late in the game for innovative. Like, if we were going to do that, we should have done that a while ago. Like, if you're going to go for innovative, you should go for innovative early. Like, advisor costs down, all that. Innovative would have been a very good pick as well. But we were forced into economic because of our situation. We go for expansion. I don't think expansion is going to work for us as well. Because we're not... All the colonies have already been pretty soaked up. We could do maritime. Seahawks, National Sailors Modifier, Ship Repaired, Sailor Maintenance, Labor Force Limit, Ship Costs go down, Maneuver, Blockade Efficiency, meh. Espionage Ideas is one where you can actually... It will help with corruption. You see. This will make our spies a lot better. It'll give us more diplomats. It'll give us less liberty to desire in our subjects. It'll make it cheaper to fabricate claims, and we are fabricating claims a lot, so, you know, that's not bad. They increase embargo and privateer efficiency, but we're not doing those things. What does diplomatic do? Cabinet, war cabinet, improve relations is better, diplomatic reputation, flexible negotiation, diplomatic technology costs. See, diplomatic ideas wouldn't be bad either. Lowered impact on stability from diplomatic actions. That's pretty good. Trade, though. Global trade power, 20%. Plus 1 merchant. Trade range, 25%. Trade efficiency, 10%. An additional merchant. Trade manipulation. Fast negotiations. Like that. We could also go for higher mercantilism instead of doing one of these. What other ideas could we do? Humanist is a pretty good one. As is religious. Religious would be great because we're right up against the Muslims over here, and we could go to war against... We're unified in our religion. With this, we could go against everyone, basically. It gives us prestige every year. It gives papal influence. Missionary strength, lowered stability costs. And finally, clergy loyalty goes up, culture conversion cost goes down. Not bad. This is good for assimilating people, basically. This one is good for integrating people. Ideas going down, really good. Religious unity up, national unrest down, tolerance of heretics up, years of separatism down, more max promoted cultures, improved relations goes up, and tolerance of heathens. It's a very difficult choice between this one, and this one. There's also quantity is another really good idea. Quantity, you may remember that we started running out of troops last war. That was actually a problem. Quality is really good for combined arms. Like, it's a good secondary one to get. Quantity, though. More manpower, faster manpower recovery. Regiments cost less. Land maintenance modifiers down. Available mercenaries is up, garrison size is up, and land attrition is down. I'm considering quantity, trade, or... Well, we can also do administrative and just get a bunch of extra money. Lowered core creation. Administrative is really good. Possible advisor goes up, administrative knowledge goes down, number of states goes up. So our problem right now is what? Our problem right now is corruption. Our biggest problem right now is corruption. Like, we're gonna have to... Our biggest problems are money and corruption. We don't have enough money, though that we can solve through investing money, basically. Prestige, diplomatic annexation goes down, aggressive expansion. Influence is a really good... Wouldn't be bad either. Vassal force limit contribution. Yeah, we have caravans even, so I think trade is where we're going to have to go because we need money. Rather than going for... but we can get these pretty fast now. We're going to have to. We're going to have to get, like, 2 more idea sets pretty soon. Yeah, we could do autonomy change go up. Recall diplomat. Can we join up with Portugal? Can we... How long until we can ally you? 4 years. Alright, we need a royal marriage with Portugal. As soon as this guy gets back, we need to send him back to get somebody married to them. Because now they like me enough. Good. Yay. We entered into a royal marriage with Portugal. Our relations have improved. Good. Apparently it wasn't that important, but... can we debase the currency again? Please tell me you can. Yes. Yes, you can debase the currency. Yes. We're going to reenact the battle. Stability goes up. Yay. We get money. We're also gonna... There's also bad events you can get around corruption. I don't know when or if we're going to be able to curtail the nobility. Where are we at professionalism? Aha! We're back at professional army, aren't we? Yes. That did it. So, we don't need professionalism anymore. We are making money. Good. Lack of demand for local goods until 23. Lack of demand for dates. Okay. Let's look at institutions. Yeah. We support the burghers. The interests of prominent merchant houses are being hurt by our oppressive trade policies towards other countries. Manufactories is present. Yeah, a lot of them are getting manufactories. Especially, I'm sure there's a lot of places where there is now a manufactory at. Where are we at in terms of being able to purchase that? Okay. It's still ridiculously expensive. Yes. There's only one more, which is enlightenment. We need a parliament or a university. Oh, you have to be on Europe. Alright, so we can't develop enlightenment. Somebody else is going to develop it, but we can probably get it. And it's going to take a while for everyone to get it, because it's going to be in Europe. That one we'll probably have to develop for. So that's our time limit, is we have maybe 50 years to reduce our corruption to something that we can actually afford to develop again, without that becoming too much of a problem. We can invest in the technology. Good. Give us the Galleus. What does the next one do? Galleon. Cool. Early frigate. Cool. Naval maintenance goes up. Unfortunate. Colonial range goes down. May sabotage recruitment. Global settler increase. And we're about to be able to do the plantation. Which is, basically, see, these guys, what do you build? Oh. I see. You need to develop more before that can happen. Well, let's develop you, even though it costs a bundle now. Oh, we shouldn't. Damn it. Oh well, we'll just screw it all. We need at least one more development to build a manufactory here. Because they have ivory, and I'm pretty sure they get its trade post, which we just unlocked. There we go. Alright. Yep. We need money. I could use a castle, but the next thing to build would be a manufactory, not a castle. Build the castle elsewhere. Permanent navies have gone from being exceptional to becoming the norm. The institutions devoted to control of these navies are beginning to take a much more active part in the procurement of supplies, construction, rationing, and upkeep of their ships. Okay. Can we debase their currency again and make some money? Next year, okay. Our truce with Songhai is over. Do we care? Not really. Yeah, we need money a lot. We need a lot of money. We're gonna need to start rooting out corruption as well. Saxony had a civil war. We discovered an agent of Kilwa. Let's keep it at 5 for now. Pretty decent yearly change. You're going against the grain, though. Ivory slaves. Ew, slaves. Yeah. Trade station. Hell yeah. It's gonna make us a bundle. Good. You're better at shooting things. You're learning. Oh, you want military access? Of course. Are you going to war with these guys? Please go to war with these guys. Please, somebody go to war with those guys. Please. Alright. So, that's an exception to the rule. For the most part, we need to avoid developing because we just don't. The corruption's a problem. It's really increasing the cost of using monarch points. And we need to actually tech at some point, and now is the time to actually tech. We need to get up to administrative 14. We're really far behind, y'all. National manpower. More diplomats. More mercenaries. What's the final one? Monthly loyalty of the nobility goes up. Well, that's good, at least. Unity of the clans would be good. Each of the kingdoms of the Great Lakes consists of a number of clans, often transcending the political borders that we have fought so hard to establish. We must ensure that we have the support of the hundreds of clans within our realm, so that we can stand united before our enemies. Was he somebody I employed? No. Okay, let's go over here. I want you to fabricate a claim on... Let's do it on Shinjay. Okay, now can we declare war on you? Oh, we have to actually fabricate the claim first. Diplomacy, declare war. I have an ally. They do not. Okay. Okay. I'll let you heal up a little bit, and then we'll do it. You're completely drilled. Wait until your morale goes up, and then we're off to war. We're against these guys. They don't have any friends. They're fetishists. It's time to take their provinces, convert their lands, get a little pick-me-up from the Pope. We are now taking Shinjay. We are not inviting Kuba in. No, let's just do them favors. Why not? They're not promised anything. They don't expect to gain any territories. So all our forts are unmothballed, but will take a little while to develop. We're going to have to develop you again to 40 in order to get us access to a fort at some point, but we'll deal with it when it comes. Or we could just destroy, like, the temple. The church. Jeez. Ugh. No, we can't destroy any of it. We need to develop, we need to actually just invest a lot into this one province. Insult, okay, you insult me. Great. I don't care. Do you think I care? I don't. Attack siege, you go to the main fort. You detach siege, now you go after them. We're detaching sieges because in Africa there's a lot of attrition. Yeah, we beat them easily, which is what we expected would happen. We now detach siege. We detach siege again. Then we go over here. And then one of those sieges goes over here. We'll take it over. We'll steal their loot. We'll loot everything. Okay, their influence is now lower. That's good. So detach siege and get going before they go to the other province. Cool. Oh. Influence is now what? What do we need to curtail them? So basically, we could just get rid of a bunch of their stuff, then curtail them. We'll take a massive stability hit, though. You could become an oligarchic republic. I mean, like, we're going to have to take a stability hit of 3 or 4 to get out of this. So this is actually a really good time for us to consider transitioning our government. So if we became... if we became a republic, that would actually... So we can become a republic, or we can become these guys. This will lose no prestige. We don't care about absolutism. We'll lose a lot of stability, though. What do I need to do it? I need to complete aristocratic ideas and be at peace. Well, that seems like a really good way to deal with them. Honestly. That's good. I'd like to be that way. Yeah. This would be great to have, a port in India, China, Japan, or the East Indies, but we actually need to develop ourselves a bit first. We need to finish... We never finished consolidating power here in Congo, and we need to as part of this whole thing. But yes, let's go for an oligarchic administration. That's way better than a despotic monarchy. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to become a republic. That might change things in terms of maybe marrying our way into Portugal. However, and it'll allow us to have some more fluid relationships with people. It'll probably mean we also end up with better rulers, frankly. We need all that. So we're going to become a republic. An oligarchic republic, but a republic. And to do that, we need to complete aristocratic ideas, which we might as well. We don't have much else to spend our military stuff on until administrative catches up, so let's do that. Alright, devastated, not yet devastated, in progress. Cool. If this is devastated, then you move on. You go loot another province. And you form back up. And you loot this province. Oof. There was a really good, not bad. National tax plus 10%, that'll help. We can afford him. But we really need money. As well as this. And that would give us a lot of money if we picked this guy. And he'd give us less unrest, which is good because we're about to take a bunch of stability hits and do a bunch of really nasty things. This guy's young, though, so we'd also get him for a while. We'll take this guy. We're going to have to be more moderate because we actually need money. We need to stop just debasing our currency every time we want to build something. Oh, we can raise war taxes. Let's do it. Or, no, let's not, actually. Let's not raise war taxes. This war's going to be over so fast, it's not worth it. I'd rather have the military points. So we could debase the currency one last time if we wanted to. It's time to start dialing it back on the currency. We now are making a decent amount of money. At least, how much of that is spoils of war? Only 2. That's not too bad. Not all of it's trade, a lot of it's production now. Are there productive ideas? I forget. Would it be... I think we already took the one that helps your production, actually. Trade, espionage wouldn't do it. Maritime would do it. Influence, quantity, quality. No, none of this will do it. So I think we already... Yeah, we already did. We completed this. Production efficiency up by 10. Lowered autonomy. Less interest. Inflation reduction, construction costs is down, taxes up. Yeah, so we benefit from building a lot of manufactories. We absolutely do. I'm glad we got military technology costs down. One of these gave us... Didn't one of these give us another type of thing, technology down? Like, that might cinch it over here. For who I pick. No, it's got to be trade. Money's been such a problem. Yeah, but so is like institution embracement, pragmatism, siege to caseless, more advisors. We don't have the money for it. See, innovation is good if you're rich already. If you're rich, be innovative. If you're poor, though, you want money. Administration would help. That core creation cost is good. And administrative technology costs going down, but we could also do diplomatic, and then do diplomatic down, have really good diplomacy. That might go well with a republic, we'll see. We still have some time to think about it. Currently, though, I'm oriented towards trade because, oh my god, do we need money all the time. Mostly because of army professionalism. Let's change the game. If we weren't going to bother with it, if we weren't... Oh, we can reduce fort maintenance. We mothball the forts, but we get more money. We get more money, we build more things. Hey, that's how it goes. We definitely want as many manufactories as we can build. Those are really good things. Well, not as many as we can build, but a lot of them. Like, anything above 0.3, I'm going to say, I'm going to build. Everything else, I'm going to start building. After that, I'm going to start building temples. Because it's also very good for our... Look at this. Look at how quickly we're getting manufactories because we've been on a building spree. Kazembe has them already. Kazembe hates me now. Kazembe is allied with Portugal. But we're married to Portugal. Oh, we're at war. That's why they won't do it. We will ally with them later. Yeah, they might pick me out over Kazembe here. We might just have to leave these guys alone. You know they hate us. They hate us, but we could guarantee them. We could do some things to make them like us more. Who are we currently with? We're currently with Portugal and Cuba. We're about to conquer these guys, and then we need to start making friends. So I'd really rather have you be a friend, Kazembe. But we're gonna have to, like, go to war with you. Again. When's a truce until August of 1675? Yeah, same time the Killa expires. Do I have a truce with these guys? Oh, but I have an alliance with them. Why would I kill them? At the moment, I'd rather be their friends. Speaking of which, time for you to move on. Just loot the country. Well, it's time to stop looting the country, actually. I don't think I'm gonna get these provinces, but we don't want to completely destroy the country. I mean, we want to use it, so... Oh yeah, we mothballed the forts in the middle of a war because we're doing so well, and I forgot that we were actually at war. Okay, selected this option. How about we just make you a vassal, first of all? You become a vassal. You become my vassal. And you give me the province I already wanted, which was Sinjay. And while we're at it, how are we doing on aggressive expansion? The people were taking over might form a coalition. That's fine. Take as much of your money as we can. The diplomat annex you later. Let's also take Ndongo while we're at it. If we can, yes. A coalition might form against me, but the coalition will be Kajente. 3 and 78 aggressive expansion. How about this now? 76. So who cares? They won't accept this, but they will accept this. Well, the rest will be their territory, and then we're gonna feed them Kazembe here. Make them nice and plump. But we're gonna kick them out of yeah, how much overextension am I willing to suffer? 20% overextension? That's fine. I can live with that. Cool. Fine. Okay, we lost our cautious belly, that's fine. We go over here. They really don't like us. Well, we're gonna send somebody to improve relations. Why do we have no diplomats to send? Oh, because the guy who just did the peace deal with them is returning. Okay, enable scootage. No, we're not going to do scootage. Do we have any of their... Okay, would there be a thing preventing us from diplomatically annexing them? Yeah, they don't have to care about that. Why would they care about that? They're vassals. It's only if they're an ally that you have to give them the provinces. So we gave these people free provinces to make them a good ally, and then I'm regretting that now. I'm never doing that again unless it's a sure thing. Yes, you can have military access. Who are you at war with? Why do you want it? Let's... Oh, yeah, coring costs are going to be high. The corruption is making this way more expensive. We'll have to do it. We have to do it. We have to manage the overextension. Attempt to improve the situation. We cannot afford to lose stability. Change of policies from poorly timely made, from wrongly perceived. Yeah. Alright. So we can't really conquer people because we're too corrupt. How is our corruption doing? Yeah, once the overextension's gone, it'll be gone. Okay. Religion. Lose professionalism and gain... and get more money. Or pay a lot of money. We need money. Sorry. Sorry, Army. You lost professionalism again. Well, get drilling. You gain some, you lose some. Like, that's the life of a professional army in my country. My pretty ridiculous country. Where is this truce going? So we have 5 years to rebuild the military before they're going to declare war on us. And we should be able to ally with Portugal now, shouldn't we? Can we? Yes. Okay. We are now allied with Portugal. Perfect. So we're not going to declare war on them, but they are definitely going to declare war on us. And we're going to need to be ready for it. So we need to rebuild our army. Our navy, whatever. Unfortunately, the time has run out. We need to rebuild our army. We need to go back up to our full support limit. What is it? Our full support limit is now 56, so we need to raise 26 regiments. Which means if we divide it by 3, 7 of each to start. Let's go. Let's start with our musketeers. Now, we might actually have a chance against them because of our technology. 1, 2. I don't really care how long it takes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 of can we afford that much? I don't think we can afford that much cavalry as part of the problem. Yeah, we can't. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. Alright! And you have to debase the currency again. So we now have a vassal. They are going to join us in wars now. We have 2 allies. The next war I expect was going to be defensive. But we're not prepping for using defensive tactics. We need to send these guys off somewhere with a high supply limit near where I expect the front to be. So that is going to be Bunyoro, our actual capital. Where can you assemble? We're all going to assemble here in our secondary capital, basically. Oh, we already have both an admiral and a guy. We have a really good admiral. So this is going to be the reinforcements that come up later. So we need a war plan. So part of the army is going to be in Buganda and part of it's going to be in Bunyoro when the time hits. I don't expect a war with any of our neighbors on other sides. So actually, let's have you all go to Buganda now. Yeah, all of you go to Buganda. I don't care if you're assembled or not. Where we have some potential unrest. Independence for Kasanje, independence for Ndongo. That's it? Okay. Could I just release a nation? Cool. Kasanje, leading vassal, diplomacy. We want somebody to improve relations with them. You can go build a spy network elsewhere. Stop building the spy network. Confirm. We need the spy network in Kasenje. For when that, for Kasembe, for when our thing with them expires. You're getting less upset at us. That's good. Like, you destroyed people with our culture. I'm like, yes, I did. Yeah, these have almost no development at all. And the only reason we're not going to convert them is because we don't have money. Yeah, so they're busy, like, claiming all of our territory everywhere, just claiming that it all should belong to them. What have they been doing to... Yeah, they still control our people. How's our spy network doing over there? Could we support rebels? Oh, shoot. 1 second. I'm getting a phone call. Hello? I want to chat a moment. So, oh shit, I haven't been wearing my ears this whole time. Well, so much for chatting. Sorry about that, folks. Oh my gosh, they're a mess. Flair, I don't know if you can see it, but Flair just said that is the greatest smooth jazz music ever. And, I mean, it's not smooth jazz. It's vaporwave, my friend. And what it is Diana Ross slowed down a lot. The artist is Macintosh Plus. I never remember the name. Actually, I'm just going to look it up right now. It's Diana Ross singing Your Move. Yeah, and the name is, the name of the album is Floral Shop. And the famous tune, I think, is... I don't remember. It's like in Chinese or something. But this song is like the vaporwave anthem, y'all. For those of you who don't know. And this is a site, this is a YouTube page that will repeat it for 10 hours. Which I have up here in the corner of my feed. So, let me just slide on down over to the right. Let me slide over to the left. Let me slide up. And let me slide down. And then let me center. Y'all, it's good to be able to do inline video editing. I am thinking of getting a soundboard, y'all. I am thinking of getting a soundboard for this thing. Anyhow, the phone call wasn't a big deal. It was just somebody who wanted me to do a thing. I just decided to refill my water, use the bathroom real quick. Since I put us on standby anyway. I actually need to go into that hyena standby thing and have it say, we'll be back or something like that, scrolling across, Anyhow, let's go back to the game. Can you actually see what Flair said? Yes, you can. Good job. Okay, so we're now in game again. So these guys are for sure going to attack us. There's no doubt. They're going to attack us. They're going to attack us with everything they can. And, yeah, I agree, Flair. That's the point. I mean, part of the surreality of the whole thing is me, just talking about random shit during the whole thing, too. I really would like to make this part of it a little more surreal as well, like the actual gameplay. I feel like it's a little too serious or playing it a little too straight right now. Actually, you know what? Let's have a diversion from this game, because unfortunately Europa Universalis is not the best choice. But what I can do is put a second auto detect of the game in here, can't I? I can just put a second auto detect of the game. I can put it in front of the first one. Oh, no, where are you? No, what? Oh, no. How about... No, I'm gonna remove you now. How about I do another thing of Europa Universalis right over here. Like that. And then put it behind everything. Do you see what I'm doing here? Will this make the game easier to understand? No. Will this make the interface any better for you? No. Let's have it zoom off to the right here. Wonder how that looks. It doesn't look weird enough. Oh, I can watch my own mouse going over this thing. Like that. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, you are in an even weirder polygon stream. Hey, you know, if that gets me... If I make money off of this, which I never will, but if I did, you know, that's exactly what could happen. Hey, let's talk about really screwing with things. Hey, how about we swap the two of you and make the regular one the one on top, and make the other one the big one. So now this is just like a frame. And then let's put the other one on top of it with no border at all. You know, in a more reasonable location. Just so it's even more confusing to look at than it already was. Hey, look at that. You see that? That's art. That's how we do art in this world. Well, hey. You know what? Let's do another one. I'm just gonna do it live. Fuck it. Y'all. You should be smaller than auto detect, but larger than... Yeah, so we'll sync you afterwards. Yeah, and then we'll put you like that. And now we will put the game auto detect on top. That way, if I forget to do the... Oh my. If I forget to do this, then I can do something else. I know that might be a little disorienting. We'll see. But now you can also see it tends to magnify anything out here. It's kind of a neat effect, actually. See? Oh, that's trippy. It's so trippy, y'all. Alright, and let's put me over here. And chat window, I really should make it a little bit smaller. The text in the chat window. But, you know what? I don't know that I should really be doing that much right now. It's already opaque. Come on. Isn't there any way to reduce the size of the, 3D rotate your short masking? I don't need those things. I don't need anything that I can hide people's names. I'm not gonna though, but I can. I can hide your names. I can add timestamps in. Let's put the timestamps back in. Hey, that looks a little bit easier to parse with the timestamps. It's bad enough that I already have, you know, what I do. Yeah, let's space it out like this. There we go. Okay, and then what we can do, you see, to finish it off, One moment. There we go. And then we can do one more thing to finish it off, my friends. We can do one more thing to finish it off. Yeah. What we gotta do now is you got to add some weird ass effects over here. Like bleach it out. Normal color. Normal color balance. A little bit of opacity. Yeah. Okay. Hey there, watch me edit this live, y'all. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Alright, just zooming it up here. Yeah. Let's make you a little bit brighter. Let's make the next one even more bright. There, doesn't that look funky as shit? Damn. I love it. Look at this. So this is the normal color. By the way, I edited my colors a bit to make the contrast a little higher. But yeah, look down here. Look at that crazy ass effect. That looks sick as hell, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like fucking 1996 down here. And then 2003 is the next one. I'm like down here, but there's 3 down here. This is wonderful. Okay. Fucking shit. What the fuck am I doing here? God damn. Okay. Shouldn't talk so loud. People now be complaining. I've been editing also some soundproofing to the house for all this stuff. So now we've established what has happened to China? You're not at 9. You're at well. Oh, that's your mandate. Yeah, maybe I should play China. I mean, they did just come out with a new update for them, so like we're playing with that new update in place, and I think that's where they maybe that's where they added Africa, or a little bit of Africa anyway. The part that we're playing. Okay, how are we on money? Still at 4. 4 is not great, honestly. We don't really want it to be at 4. So this army is 4 is okay. But we definitely need more troops. Remember, they're gonna invade. And we need what is minus 30 is what? Yeah, we need 8 more guys. We need 9 more troops to round this out. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2. That'll add 4. 5. 6. Like that. Oh, we're low on cash. I'm down, low on cash. Now, well connected. Advisors go down. Oh my gosh. Oh, my baby monarch. My god. You may be cruel, but you're very well connected. Your heir is not a very good administrator. That's a problem. If I didn't care about prestige, I'd disinherit. At this point, tolerant. I don't know, maybe you'll get something good about your personality. Well, you're also only 9. Like, come on. Well, we can get cheaper advisors, so that significantly saved us money, actually. Advisor costs are one of the things that we've been spending a lot on. So we have 977, and we have how much more to get? Another 3. What's the maintenance on a cannon? Nearly 1 ducat. Jeez. Armies are getting expensive. So 3 more, eh? You're like half a ducat, so One more that, and the rest is going to be just dudes. Oh yeah, and that's the problem is, well, new trade research is heretical. We have some complaints from signal dignitaries in our country that our new practices of our merchants are clearly heretical and that we should put a stop to them. We're going to ignore you, even if we lose prestige. I'm sorry, we can't afford to keep spending diplomatic power on things. Alright. How's our income? Low. We could reduce rooting out corruption to like 0. That's as low as it goes, though. Until we're stop being overextended anyway. And then it'll go up by 1. So we'll just do that. And then we'll have to start paying missionary maintenance, of course, but where are we at on soldiers? How these guys are already well drilled, aren't they? Yes. So, well, no, finish up drilling them, and then no, you know what? Go over and drill these guys. Now you drill. I could really use another leader. Do we still have the admiral? He's really good. I don't want to get rid of him, but I think we kind of need to get rid of him. Like, we need to have a really good army. We're not in a position... We don't even have the money for a navy right now. Like, our navy's shit. I'd rather have another general. Yeah, if he dies in the battle, that's a problem. Oh yeah, and it costs more to hire a general because of corruption. Hey. These guys are still way too influential for us to... They're upset about the lack of land, though. Again. Right, so we're going to go for oligarchic administration, and for that we need to complete aristocratic ideas. Right. So we don't actually need to worry about... They're going to be in charge of the country until then. So we do actually need to give them... Gain a general with... they'll gain a lot of influence. We're already in a catastrophe. Well, let's see what happens when I actually grant them a province. Since they're complaining. Let's give them one of the new ones, actually. Yeah, let's give them... Their influence will go up by 0. And now they're happy, hey. So in that case, we don't grant them the generalship. Even though I'd really like to. I'd really like to grant them a generalship. Hey, how about these ideas? Can't I get, like, +1 leader from these? And I can get the infantry combat ability by doing this. Alright, this one will reduce institution spread. This one increases ability costs while also upping tolerance of heretics. We don't have heretics in the country. We don't care. There are no heretics in this country. We're a good, proper Christian nation. Cool. That means we can convert them. Hey. And that means our overextension is down. Hey. It's going to take you 14 months. Go for it. Because of producing slaves, they're more likely to convert. Jeez. Fascinating. I guess, yeah, or if things suck, you're more likely to want to convert. Cool. We're about to lose our overextension, and then this will go up, and then we'll have slightly more money if we want it. How are we on dudes? I think we still need a little bit more dudes. Yeah, we need one more dudes. I love how we can't even afford a proper, like... We can't even afford... We can barely afford to have a proper army. We may have to just let the professionalism slide. But we fought so hard for it. And, I mean, that was the thing I wanted to try out, is I wanted to try the professionalism mechanics. So here we go, doing that, just that. Let's reduce rooting out corruption, then. I expect that there's going to be a big war, and we're going to lose a bunch of people. And that is just the way things are going to look in this country for a while. How's your drilling doing? Yeah, it takes you a while to lose it. Ndongo is now considered part in patrimony, so we're going to drill up these armies. We're going to be ready for this war when it comes. We're going to be better prepared for them, and we're going to get back to being able to colonize for territory. Morocco has announced its arrival. That's lovely. Hey. We could maybe switch from Ethiopia to Morocco then. I'd be down with that. I'm totally down with rivaling Morocco. That'll probably get me some points with, We're rival to... No, that's them. Who are we enemies with? Our rivals... I don't really want Ethiopia to be a rival. Let's... Why can't I pick them? Oh. Yeah, we can't do that. Oh well. Oh, this is how you create a vassal from your provinces. Well, now I know how to do that. That would have been useful earlier. Jeez. Okay, so. Friendos. We are going to beat up these guys in this war. Maybe we should just go for standardization of caliber. Like, you should never be behind in military tech. Like... Although we could go for aristocratic ideas, but no. Well, we're starting to get that penalty going, actually. Speaking of which, how much does this cost now? Still too much for us to embrace the idea. Manufactories is not present. We're still developing in provinces, though, so give it time. It's spreading. It's spreading slowly on its own. We just don't have the money for a lot of these things. We lost the Conquest Cassius Belli. We still have that. We want to go to war with these guys. They are allied with Portugal, so we want to piss them off. Let's insult them. I wonder if we could do something to sabotage that relationship they have with them. Alright, cool. So we can do this as well. And we're getting papal influence this way as well, which is good. We need it. We need the Pope on our side. Jeez, the Spanish just took Kilwa, but they're surrounded. Let's lose legitimacy. Cities demand old rights. Urban dwellers had always existed under a different code of rules than their rural brethren, even in the same state. Just as monarchs to curb the privileges of nobles, they often tried to bring cities under more uniform rules and regulations. We're just going to have to lose some legitimacy there. Yeah, we now want to know when this is available. We need aristocratic ideas. Our civility must be at least one. We need to make a beeline for this to get out from under this crisis we're in. Unless it just goes away of its own. Our efforts bring salvation to even the gunner, boom, fruit. Missionary strength, tolerance of true faith goes down, tolerance of heathens goes up. This is worse than heresy, it must be rooted out. The local parliament started to accept Christ. This is worse than heresy. It must be rooted out. No. We're getting rid of your traditional religions entirely. Against your will. Fun. We're almost the Portuguese Raj, but we're not the Portuguese Raj. We're a little bit more advanced, and on top of that, Portugal doesn't really control us, actually. At all. They love us, though. Consort marriage ties. Improve relations. We will lose prestige, they will gain prestige, we'll learn about California. Now, we'll learn about Jeez. The Pueblo are not doing too bad here. Nor is... Well, that's Spanish Louisiana. Let's see who's around here. So Pueblo, this is New Spain. There's a Blackfoot tribe, the Fox tribe. British Louisiana, the Shoshone tribe. Miami, British Louisiana. Florida. Scotland is gone. ZU. Well, let's just take a moment and look and see what's going on here. So Pueblo is still around. Great Britain, British Iceland. Yeah, Sweden's beating out Norway. Oldenburg's not doing too bad. Ooh, Brandenburg's made a comeback. Look at that. And Galicia, Volhynia. How are the Ottomans doing? Well, the Ottomans are still doing great. Naples and Milan have split Italy between them, although Spain has Sardinia and Sicily. Tlemcen? These are new. Dejarid. She bought me Dejarid. You bought him Dejarid? It took me to Jared. Okay. Zangahar here. Allied with Ming and Nepal. Okay, let me look at great powers a little bit. I'm curious now. We're way far behind the great powers. Vijaya Nagar is 8th. The Pyramids are still 6th. Ming is 3rd, and the Ottomans are top dogs right now. In 1675. That is actually not... Here are the things that are roughly historically accurate about this. Accurate, or not accurate. Russia wouldn't have been this powerful right now. France is accurate. Britain is accurate-ish. They're still behind France. Ming, I can't say for sure in 1675. I don't remember what was going on. This is not accurate. I don't think. Unless, well, okay. This is definitely not accurate. The Pyramids should have been gone by now. What the hell are they? They're an empire. They're in the Muslim technology group. They're technologically advanced. They've embraced many factories. The Great Sultan. They're Muslim. They're specifically follow the Hanafi school. Ooh. Administrative technology costs down. Maybe we should have been Muslim and we would have gotten better technology costs. But then, and we could have been the Ottomans' friends instead of, the Ottomans don't even hate me anymore. Who are you allied to? You're allied to Kilwa. We cannot go to war with Kilwa directly. We should improve relationships with the Ottomans to try to get them to not join any war against them. Let's make the Ottomans a little bit happier. They don't hate us at all. In fact, now they like us. Even though we're a different religion. I mean, they're the most powerful people on Earth right now. Why wouldn't I want to be their friend? Yeah, drilling's going well. That's the nice thing about professional armies. We can drill up really quick. We can get the bonuses of drill, which is going to help. Our army will be faster, they'll be stronger. We are still not as well armed. Truce with Kilroy ended. Truce with Kazembe has ended. Can we declare war on them? Right, they're allied with Portugal, but they are not royal married with Portugal. You know, diplomats to send? Who can we take back? Let's take back you. Stop your relation improvement for a moment. Our vassal, how are they in terms of liberty desire? They're still pretty high. We'll just wait. They just need time. If we need to, if it's looking threatening, we can lose prestige. What little remains of our prestige to placate the rulers. Corruption rooting out. Money, we're making money quite slowly. The corruption's as minimalized as it can go. Missionaries, when that's done, that'll give us some money. Fleet maintenance is low. We don't really have a fleet to speak of. Army maintenance is the problem right now because we're preparing for a war. I want to make Kazembe my vassal again. I want to make you my vassal. Aha! No. Right, we are going to go for unbalanced unbalanced research costs so much. We need scientific experimentation before we get standardization of caliber. Well, let's try to do both. We're actually doing pretty well. How's our national focus? Do we have one? Let's national focus on military? No. We're not going to do that. We'll lose manpower. Increase recruitment to deal with the lack of officers. We cannot afford to have... We cannot afford to have a lax military right now, at all. They need to be in tip-top shape because they're going to be fighting in a war. You know, I need the reduced maintenance. No, they don't give us reduced maintenance. I need the national manpower modifier. I need the... I don't really need most of these, actually. Leaders without upkeep would be nice. This is Brunswick. Oof. They're trying to be nice to the... they're allied to a bunch of random-ass people. They're middle of the Roman... of the HRE. We don't care. At all. Okay, so we have a free one. You need to go here and build me a spy network. You need to fabricate a claim. And you can justify a trade conflict. Like, we can go to war with them whenever we want right now. You fabricate a claim. No possible neighboring province to fabricate a claim in? Oh, because we already have tons of legitimate claims. We don't actually need to fabricate on them at all. We don't need to justify anything. We can go to war when we want. They took a chunk of our territory. I'm unused to actually not having a good reason. Alright. Yeah, our corruption's also kind of acting as a buffer against unrest, though. As this goes down, we're actually going to start losing it. I'd love to sink a ton of money into reducing corruption right now, but I cannot. It'll take at least this many years to deal with corruption, because the maximum we can reduce it is 1. Can we fabricate claims here? Not yet. Corrupt general... Well, of course, everybody's corrupt. Military experience and expertise should be the main, if not only, factors influencing who rises to the ranks of the Benuran army. As our society grew more and more corrupt, practices drew further and further away from the ideal. The reality today is that a position as general carries a lot of prestige, and those with money or connections are more than willing to use them to secure such a position. With existing leadership being easily influenced with these tools, they can. So we're going to lose a bunch of army tradition. Okay. Speaking of army tradition, let's go look at that. Discipline's 100%. Tactics is fine. The higher the better. Army tradition is alright. It helps with manpower. It helps with everything. So our morale is up from being a noble republic. That's good. That's good. We actually have a bit of additional morale. We're at our force limit. Navy tradition is actually about as high as army tradition. We just lost a lot of army tradition, though. Yeah, we can't afford to... We need a war chest as well. Well, we may need to debase currency. For now, fighting corruption is us investing in future money. Potentially. Wait, Kazembe lacks an heir? Can we claim the throne? Well, we have this is a pretty decent relationship improvement with the Ottomans. So, they like us alright now. Figure out what we can do with Kazembe. Can we declare war on them? I could use additional diplomats right now. Do more complicated things. Oh! We don't need to fabricate a claim. They will most likely accept. Alright, so the only way for us to fight them is to have somebody else to fight Portugal. They are allied to our enemy, so we're kind of forced into a peace right now. Could I form a coalition against the Ottomans? No. So I don't know how we're going to deal with these guys. They really hate me. But I need to break that alliance. I don't know how to break their alliance with Portugal. I could do something really weird, like proclaim a guarantee. I guess we're just going to have to hate each other for a while. If you could declare war on them... No... Yeah. Diplomacy... Ooh. Portugal would come in. Negative. Because it's a defensive war. Yeah, so they'll pick whoever starts the war, they're going to take that side. Those opportunists. We just randomly lost stability for no reason. How's that affecting our income? Expensive clothes, great banquets, and impressive palaces are some of the most visible symbols of nobility, but the degree to which one family has money to spend on such things can vary greatly. In some cases, the burghers of our country are able to spend just as lavishly, if not more so than the average noble. Well, there are old rules and traditions restricting such things. For those of less noble birth, these are hard to enforce efficiently. It's unacceptable to the powerful nobility of our country, who are now demanding that we update our laws on what an outsider can and cannot wear. They now suggest a number of heavy fines for anything trying to visibly rise above their betters. We could do this to reduce nobility's influence. We can't. We have to refuse to obey them. Even if they are disloyal now. Okay. Alright, you're disloyal. Cool, I don't care. We got a really big ass army. Our heir is now cruel as well. That's great. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm getting some lag here. Hold on. Hold on. That is probably the result of some of the choices I am making about the screens I'm using. I hope it's doing something efficient. Hold up. Just in case something happens, I'm going to save. Alright. I'm going to alt-tab out. And unfortunately, as cool as this thing is, we're going to need to do something about it. Let's also get rid of... No, I actually like this little thing down here. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, you can't see my display up here, but that's okay. I move. I can move anywhere I want. Ah! But I'm gonna move here. So you can see the date once again. Anyhow, let's see if that improved things. Alright. Yeah, that improved the lag a bit. This old girl is doing quite a bit. I'm sure my PC is doing fine, frankly. But I wanted to check. How much are we making? Barely anything. How much could we make? We need to boost stability. Stability, stability, stability. I don't like having to pay money to boost stability. Corruption makes it harder. Oh, this corruption is killing us. Okay, we are still getting lag. We're just gonna live with it. Yeah, we're still gonna have lag. You just take a screenshot of the game and use it as a static image. It can cause me this thing, but then we wouldn't have this cool shit down here. I can play it like this. I mean, granted, we could also reduce the speed. That'll probably help a bit. There we go. Invest in new technology. Positive stability. That'll get rid of half of it. Maybe we have unbalanced research now. Very little change. Worth it. Flintlock musket. We kind of need that. Cavalry shot goes up. Supply limit goes up. Yep. Oh yeah, and then we'll get access to African Swarm Cavalry. We're about to get this one, and then we'll get that one. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Our country's a mess. I really want to play a different game. But it's fine. We're getting... We have no... We have a vassal. We have... Oh, their liberty desire is high. They're not going to give us money until they're at 50. Alright, so we're just going to have to make you happier. We're just going to have to make you like us better. You're going to improve relation. We're going to spend a little bit of our cash to root out corruption just so it stays. Pay just a little bit to reduce corruption. And now the army's got to keep drilling. Must keep drilling. Must keep drilling. So, okay. How about you? You need to drill now. It's your turn to drill. It's your turn in the rotation. We could reduce the amount of cavalry in our army to reduce the cost of our army, so we're not at 50%. That may have been a poor idea on my part. So what we're gonna do is gonna split off a little bit of cavalry from here. Just, let's say 2. And disband it. It'll go back into the pool. And now we're going to recruit 2 infantry regiments. So it's going to be 13 and 9, 11 and 8. How about we get rid of one of the cavalry here as well and replace them? Let's do Nagoya's first. Select this one. Disband. Recruit. Regular dude. Corruption is still growing? Okay. There we go. Oh, they have a rebellion, do they? We cannot. We need 60. We're a little low. If the rebels start doing really well, we might jump in, except that they're allied with the Ottomans. They have a lot of casus bellis against people. I don't think we could take it. What's their technology at? Where have they gone since? 21, 21, 21, and we're still 5 behind in military. It's not, no, not unless they were complete. If they were at war with like 1 billion people, then we might do something opportunistic. And if Kazembe ever loses its alliance with Portugal, you know we're taking it. Just wholesale. Alright. That's new technology, yes, the galleon. Alright, did that just help our being behind? I don't think it did. I think we really need to increase administrative to do it. Okay. Well, that idea was fun, but it is clearly causing problems. What if we remove that one? Will that clean it up? It looks like it cleaned it up. Well, it cleaned up that, but did it clean up the actual game? You're still having lag. Alright, lag's down. That works. This seems to work. Duplication's fine. Alright, we'll just make it look even more fucked up. Alright. Let's have a bigger border. And let's have this one look even more fucked up, if that's even possible. Yeah, let's fuck with the contrast a bit. Oh, that's pretty groovy. Alright. Cool. I like it. I like it. Cool. So these guys are going to form up. We're going to get a slightly different army. And you're not looking so good, my friend. We're still lagging. We are still lagging. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. Damn it. Oh, shoot. I didn't pause the game. Well, there we go. Let's remove it. Alright. It should be better. Let's put you on top for now. There we go. In the middle of the stream, I waste all your time by moving a piece of thing around. That's okay. Hey, that's okay. I'll get a background image to use. That's how we'll do it. Now, please tell me you're not lagging anymore. Thank you. Okay. So it can handle one. It can't handle multiple like that. Oh well. An ability to disloyal. I give him a bunch of influence, but I don't want to. I may end up needing to curtail them. I may not be able to reach Noble Republic any... yeah, I don't think I can do Noble Republic. I'm just going to have to curtail them to Despotic Monarchy and hope for the best. Oh my god, this game really wants to lag today. It doesn't matter. It's lagging anyway. Well, you know what? I'm going to try something. Actually, you know what? You know what? This is just a really good time to end it. So, why don't we do that? Hey, folks. So... Hold up. So, folks, it's been a game. I've had fun. You've had fun. We've all had fun. I may do another stream this evening. I may not. I don't know what I feel like. This game is kind of wearing on me. But I'm kind of determined to stick it out. And see the Kingdom of Bunyoro survive the ages. Right now, though, we're in a very, very boring period of internal development. We did a little bit of war making. But that's all we did. Anyhow, hopefully in the next episode, we'll go a little further ahead in technology. Anyhow, I'll see you all later. Next time on Hyena, Vape Nation.